Hello students, good morning. I am S K Thakur from Kendriya Vidyalaya Saharsa, TGT Maths. I am before you with a video uh, related to topic understanding quadrilateral for class 8. So let us start this understanding quadrilateral topic. So as the name suggests, understanding quadrilateral, quite natural it means here we will learn about quadrilateral. We will study about quadrilateral in details. We will understand the concepts of quadrilateral. That's why its such name is given. But before going in details, first we have a look on these figures made here, shown here. You see, first figure, this one is made by curved line and it is open. So we say that this is an open curve. This figure is an open curve. While this figure, this, this, this and this, they are also made by curved line, but figures are closed. So we say that these are simple closed curve or simple curve. Okay, student. Now the remaining figures, that is this one and this one. If I ask to students that these are also simple, quite natural you will reply, no sir, these figure look not like simple curve. So actually these are the figure which are complex curve or not simple curve. Okay student. Now mainly we will focus here this type of figure. You see, in this figure what is there? This figure is first a closed figure, and second it is made by line segments, or you can say it is made by sides. So we will consider such figures. So let us take such figures are actually known as polygon. Now polygon means a closed figure made by sides, made by line segments, and since a figure to be closed, minimum 3 sides are needed. So we can also state it in this way, that a closed figure made by 3 or more sides. A closed figure made by 3 or more line segments, they are known as polygon. Okay. Now here examples are, this is the polygon of 3 sides, this is 5 sides, this is again 4 sides, and these two are 6 sides. So these are the different polygons having different number of sides. Okay, okay student. Now since polygons are many there, so if we classify them into certain categories, then our study will be more easier and more comfortable. That's why scholars, they have classified these polygons. So let us take its types. Actually polygons are classified on two bases. First is on the basis of sides, means on the basis of length of sides. On that basis, polygons are of two types. One is regular, another is irregular. Let's see one by one. Regular polygon, here you see written that all sides are equal. It means a polygon whose all sides are equal, called regular polygon. Example is, in 3 sides it is equilateral triangle. As you know, in equilateral triangle all 3 sides are equal. In 4 sides it is a square, as a square has all 4 sides equal. Similarly, in 5 sides, that is in pentagon, in 6 sides, that is in hexagon. If all sides are equal, then we say it is a regular pentagon for 5 sides, and it is a regular hexagon in 6 sides. Means in those figures we have to add regular word before its name, because like triangle and equilateral triangle and a square, there are no specific name for regular polygon, for polygon having equal sides, when side number of sides are 5 or more. So actually regular word is added before the name of the polygon. Okay, student. Now come to irregular polygon. uh, Here also again it is written that irregular polygon whose all sides are not equal. So definition is again we can define that if a polygon means such polygons whose all sides are not equal called irregular polygon, as we have seen that when all sides are equal they are called regular polygon. Here all sides are not equal, so they are irregular polygon. Example is in 3 sides it is a scalene triangle, it may be isosceles triangle. In 4 sides it is rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, etc. Similarly it is of 5 sides, that is pentagon. So either you say it pentagon simply, or you can say irregular pentagon, because if it is regular then we must mention regular pentagon. Okay, so this is one type of classification. Now let us consider the second type of classification on the basis of seeing its interior angles. That's why here it is written that on the basis of angles means here we will observe its interior angle. So again on the basis of interior angles, polygons are classified into 2 classes. So let us see what are these. So this page appears now. Let us see. First type is convex polygon, where such polygons are listed whose each interior angle, either it is acute or obtuse, both. It means polygons whose all interior angles are either acute or obtuse, that is less than 180. Okay, so examples are triangle, pentagon, quadrilateral, etc. Second category is concave polygon. So students pay attention. In convex polygon, what happened? All interior angles are either acute or obtuse. Whereas in convex polygon, at least one interior angle must be reflex. Other angles, whatever it be, but at least one angle must be reflex. It may be more. As in the first example, you see this is the polygon of 5 sides. No doubt it is pentagon. Here one angle, interior angle, has been marked here by angle symbol and written there reflex. Similarly, in the second figure, you see it is actually a quadrilateral of 4 sides polygon, and one angle, interior angle, has been marked here reflex. It means if the polygon is having at one angle at least reflex, then such polygons are known as convex polygon. 2 examples are here taken. Now student, mainly we will come now to our topic, that is understanding quadrilateral. Means we will go now to understand quadrilateral in details. As you have seen earlier that polygons of 4 sides is known as quadrilateral. So again here it is mentioned that quadrilaterals inside bracket it is polygon of 4 sides. Examples are these. Okay, now again quadrilaterals are of different types, different kinds. So many quadrilaterals are there, so classification is needed for easy study, for smooth study. So let us discuss now types of quadrilateral. In the first stage, quadrilaterals are divided into three categories. One is trapezium, another is kite, and the third one is parallelogram. So let's take one by one. Trapezium. Trapezium is those quadrilaterals. Trapezium is such quadrilateral whose one pair of opposite sides is parallel, as it is shown here by putting the arrow on the opposite sides. This is one pair and other pair is not parallel. So this is the property of trapezium. Okay, so those quadrilaterals having one pair of opposite sides parallel only, called trapezium. The second category we see kite. It is well known. So what is the properties of a kite type of quadrilateral? So actually what happens, it's two adjacent sides upper, that is one pair, and lower two adjacent sides, that is lower pair. Both pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Although here diagonals are not drawn, if we draw the diagonals, then horizontal diagonal, that means this diagonal, will be bisected by vertical diagonal. Okay, so now the third category, that is parallelogram. Parallelogram is that quadrilateral, that four sides closed figure, that polygon of four sides whose both pair of opposite sides are parallel, means length parallel, breadth parallel, as it is here indicated by single arrow in one pair and double arrow in another pair. So both pair of opposite sides are parallel, then quadrilateral is called parallelogram. Since parallelogram are again of different kinds, so parallelogram, that is quadrilateral, you say, in the second phase it is again divided into three categories. Parallelograms are, it means parallelograms, among the parallelograms so many parallelograms are there, so it is again divided into three categories. Take one by one. First is known as rhombus. Rhombus is that parallelogram whose any two adjacent sides are equal. Any two adjacent sides equal, it means all four sides are ultimately equal. So a parallelogram with all four sides equal, you may say, or a parallelogram with any two adjacent sides equal, such parallelogram is known as rhombus. Second, it is rectangle. So rectangle is what? Rectangle is that parallelogram whose each interior angle is 90 degree. Okay, so a parallelogram with each angle 90 is actually a rectangle. So it has the property that each angle is 90, in addition to the property of parallelogram. As in case of rhombus, its additional property is, additional property means other than, besides then parallelogram properties, it is already a parallelogram, and additional property is its any two adjacent sides are equal. Similarly in rectangle, its additional property is each angle is 90. Now come to the most category, that is square. Square is that parallelogram which is having the properties of all quadrilateral. Say a square is that parallelogram whose any two sides, adjacent sides are equal. That means ultimately all four sides are equal, like rhombus. It means a square possesses the properties of rhombus. So a square is also a rhombus, but rhombus may not be a square. So converse is not true, but a square is always a rhombus because it possesses the properties of rhombus. Similarly, a square is that parallelogram whose each angle is 90 degree, like rectangle. it means it possesses the property of rectangle. So we may say a square is also a rectangle, but converse may not be true, that a rectangle not be always a square, but a square is always a rectangle. So in total, if we take all these, then we can define a square is that parallelogram whose any two adjacent sides are equal and each angle is 90 degrees. So this is the classification of all quadrilaterals. So if you now observe, then there are various types of quadrilateral, and let us stop here because some storage problem in mobile as well as net problem is there, and also the topic is long. So thanking you all students watching this video. Don't forget to comment, to share, to like and subscribe. And now in the second part of its understanding quadrilaterals topic, in the second part of video we will see about more details, the remaining part mainly for parallelogram and the rider problem, exercise problem. Okay, thanking you all students. Okay, nice.